Hey, bookish friends! It is the end of the month, which means it is time to film my TBR for the next month. And this one's going up on April 1st, and I'm tempted to be like, it's no joke, it's an actual TBR. But anyway, I have several books that I would like to get on my TBR. And yeah, so we'll see how many cards I actually end up pulling, because April is like our last full month that I'm homeschooling. Like, we had a week off last month. We're only doing half of May, and we had the first week of January off. So this is the only month that I'm homeschooling the whole month for this semester. And I'm only reading 10 to 12-ish books a month. So I want to leave some room for mood reading, because February wasn't great because I think I got to mood read like one book, and then March hasn't been that great either. But I did get a lot of books read for things that I needed to, like challenges and such. So anyway, let's just see what the cards give me. I'm gonna do a little shuffle. I don't have a big enough stack to do a full shuffle. So okay, I'll pick the top 5. And let's go with this one. Set in place and want to visit. I wonder if... I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to visit Great Britain during World War I, but I would like to visit Great Britain. So let's maybe see if this one will work. The untold story of how the First World War shaped the lives, faith, and writings of J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis. Tolkien and Lewis enjoyed one of the most consequential friendships of the 20th century, a friendship that emerged from the suffering and sorrow of war. Both men fought on the front lines during the First World War and discovered in its wake a new calling on their lives. This engrossing true story explores for the first time. Wow, words are not wording. It's hard to read white on a red background. Anyway, this engrossing true story explores for the first time how the Great War influenced the life of each writer and subsequently shaped the nature and character of their respective towering achievements, The Lord of the Rings and The Chronicles of Narnia. I have heard excellent things about this book, and I've already loaned it out before I got to read it. Ooh, The Funeral of a Great Myth. On May 13th, 1901, 3 months after joining Parliament, 26-year-old Winston Churchill rises to deliver a rebuke to his Conservative Party colleagues in the House of Commons. Okay, you can't expect an amazing first sentence for nonfiction. And this will also work for Chantel Reads All Day's Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, because it is, for April, has a conjunction in the title. And we have "and" right there. Off to a good start. And now I can... My cart's overflowing. Okay, I can almost... All right. Oh, that makes me feel better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I need to go through and put these all rice it up. Random letter equals the author's name. Actually, I just have author's name, so I could use it for first or last name. Grab my laptop. I even made sure to get the one without the ad blocker so I can use picker wheel. Random letter generator. I like the wheel because it's fun. Okay. Let's see what I get. P. Okay. Let's see. Author's first or last name. Well, let's check this one first. No. Okay. Clarkson, Harris, J.J. Fisher, Stratton Porter. Okay, this is a possibility. Fields. That's also a possibility, but I really don't want to put a tome on. Well, the author for that one. Okay, well, it seems my choice is obvious, and this is one off my 26 to read in 2026 list. What do I do with my card? I've misplaced my card. Ah, well. So this is The Keeper of the Bees by Jean Stratton Porter. I'm counting the P in Porter for the letter. The very last novel that Jean Stratton Porter wrote before her death, the tale of a wounded World War I veteran, a beekeeper, and an impish tomboy, all helped by each other. A book that examines the healing power that nature and kindness can have upon someone's life. Chapter 1, His Own Man. James Lewis McFarlane. Okay, I'll go a little bit. The bearer of this name swung his feet to the floor and sat up suddenly, cupping his big hands over his knees to steady himself. For the past hour, between periods of half-conscious drowsiness, he had been hearing the verdict that men in authority were pronouncing upon men over whose destinies they had control, but it had not appealed to him that his own case might come under consideration. Okay, what did I do with that card? I just dropped all my cards. Well, they're getting another shuffle, and I am not guaranteeing that these are all right side up. I'll fix them later, and hopefully find my card. I don't know what I did with it. Ah, well. What? Oh, and A Hobbit, A Wardrobe, and A Great War is also on my 26 to read in 2026 list. I'm actually making faster progress on it this year on my list than I did with my 25 and 2025. All right. Let's go with one of the new ones. Picker Wheel. Okay. I think for this one, I just dropped my cards again. Wow. Okay. I think... Oops. I'm going to just do my my TBR one. I have like all the books on my cart in a wheel. Let me close the ads that came up. And we'll just have this one pick one for me. It says Once Upon a Wardrobe, but I think I heard that one's actually best to read in the fall. So I'm actually going to spin it again. Maybe that one shouldn't be on my cart until September. Beyond Ivy Walls. Okay, that's one I got from my library soon, and that one's right here. It's a little dusty. Oh, right, this one has Beauty and the Beast vibes. Iowa, 1903. Olive Monticello believes Otis Taylor has been away fostering his musical genius, but the truth is that his father exiled him long ago, rejecting Otis's appearance and the scars that came with it. Now that he is the last living tailor, Otis has covertly returned to settle his family's affairs and rid himself of the past for good. However, he soon discovers that he may not have been the only discarded tailor and begins a tireless search for his missing niece. Monticello. Sorry. We don't say it right here in... Oh, well, it says Iowa. So I don't know if it's Monticello or Monticello because I've heard it both ways for different towns in different states. Mama always said eavesdropping was the surest way to stir up trouble and make enemies out of perfectly good neighbors. That's a decent first sentence. Okay, I'm going to do at least one more. I'm going to shuffle again, so you know I'm not... All right. Because if I don't get one of the other 2 books I want to get on here, on there... Actually, 3 books. Anyway, if I don't get another one on there, I'm only going to pick 4. Favorite author backlist. Ooh. Okay. Oh, no. I only have new ones on here. Okay. Well, let me bring up what I have on Kindle, because I'm pretty sure I have one of Shatona's... I have probably several of Shatona's books on here that I haven't read. Why is this one different? More books. Library. Kindle edition. Ooh, actually... Okay, I changed my mind. No, I should stick with one of Shatona's because I get through those quickly. Whatever one of hers I come across first. Okay. Looks like it's gonna be... Okay, I've read that one. It's in this pack of 7. Okay, I really don't want to read a Christmas one. That really limits things if I don't want a Christmas one. I have a lot of her Christmas books. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna read Past Forward Volume 1. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Some people long for the simple life. She lives it. In a world where cottagecore draws young women into a new romanticized life of floral dresses, walks in meadows, and infusing beauty into random moments of their days, this has been Willow Finley's life since birth. Isolated on a farm since birth, with only her mother as a companion, Willow has never gone to school, to church, or even a mall. No, she's not Amish, but you wouldn't know it from her life without electricity. Life couldn't be more idyllic. Then her mother died. Thrust into the so-called real world, Willow finds herself stuck in an endless cycle of firsts. First contact with the police, first time making friends, and even the first time needing to prove her existence. Now that she's out in the world, Willow has to decide who she is going to let into that life. Okay. That's all I'm going to draw for cards. And I've actually wanted to read this one for a while. It's one of her earlier ones, and Willow is referred to in several other books. Another one I want to read, this one for the Jurassic reading challenge for April. It's one with mistaken identity. And the closest one I could think of was Rogue Secreto by Victoria McCombs. So it'll actually be my first book by this author. I've heard great things about her. Marcella steals secrets with a glance. Veiled behind a mask, she becomes the Rogue Secreto, a whispered legend who trades truths for coin. The Emperor hires her to unearth the secrets of his enemies, never suspecting the masked phantom unraveling empires is his own beloved daughter. He offers Marcella's hand in marriage to bait his foes, while the Rogue Secreto silently dismantles them, until Marcella meets a boy with a silent mind. He waits in the ruins of a forgotten age, locked behind a shimmering wall of water, left to rot by history. She returns to his cage again and again, drawn to the hush of the place, to the mystery of him. He becomes her solace, her escape, her most dangerous secret, and to him she gives everything, her name, her whispers, her heart, until one secret promises his release, because he has waited 100 years for this moment, and the secrets Marcella has been feeding him have become his key. Too late, she learns the truth. He wasn't locked away to be forgotten. He was sealed away to be kept. And I would also like to read The Enchanted April, which is also on my list, and I want to read it in April. It's not very long, and I can get it through my library. The discreet advertisement in the Times, addressed to those who appreciate wisteria and sunshine. That's supposed to be wisteria? I don't know. Offers a small medieval castle for rent above a bay on the Italian Riviera. 4 very different women, the disheveled and downtrodden Mrs. Wilkins, the sad, sweet-faced Mrs. Arbuthnot, the formidable widow Mrs. Fisher, and the ravishing socialite Lady Caroline Dester, are drawn to the shores of the Mediterranean that April, as each in turn blossoms in the warmth of the Italian spring and finds their spirits stirring. Quite unexpected changes occur. So that's 2 ebooks and a library book. And I might be skipping the Indie Book Club one this month just because I have so much else that I want to read right now. And I think the last one I'm going to officially put on my this one might make it Ariadne and the Legend of the Fire Rose, because I don't know that I'm going to finish A Hobbit, a Wardrobe, and a Great War by the time my book club meets in less than 2 weeks. So this is my backup for conjunction in the title, because it has and. Ariadne never expected that the last thing her mother would ever say to her would lead her to a mysterious manor in the middle of the woods. Desperate and alone, she finds herself at the mercy of the people that live there. She quickly learns that it is not just any manor, but a school for girls that teaches weaponry. With nowhere else to go, Ariadne decides to enroll in the school. But as time goes on, a darkness creeps in from the forest. People are disappearing without a trace. Vicious animal packs are growing, and strange markings are appearing on the trees. Here's a map. Chapter 1, The Northern Woods. What is it with people having first sentences that are not sentences? We had been traveling through them for almost 12 days. Okay. So, this doesn't look like an impressive stack but there's 4 here and 3 more that I would like to get to. So let me know what you plan on reading for April. Any good ones? Have you read any of these? Should there be anything else on my radar? And until next week, happy reading!